way more yard than you use. So I wonder how long you could get away with
What up?
that.
All right,
Everybody?
ladies and
We
gentlemen.
could fit a cow in the
We-
backyard.
You already have
Are
like 12
here.
pet turkeys.
Hey, yes.
Yeah.
Although I
Hey,
haven't seen
boys
them in
and
a while.
girls, we're starting.
No.
Well, yeah. Well, we were in the middle of something, so
Yeah.
they can
Doesn't
just
matter.
wait.
No.
We're talking about cows and chickens
Yeah.
and turkeys.
Evidently, Tyler found a picture of
You
a cow.
can fit a cow
They can't
in a
see
Honda
that.
Fit.
Tyler, they can't see
Well,
You
enhance.
can't.
Enhance.
Zoom in.
Yeah.
All right.
Use the
Zoom
two
in.
fingers.
that. So, guys, Eric, what's the episode number again?
Jimmy, roll that back.
91.
We are on episode 91, ladies and gentlemen. So today, just at least get us started off, because I know we're not going to
How do
stay
I
on
unplug
topic.
his mic?
And here, it's so hard.
It's actually probably
you
way
guys.
too
See?
high.
Arcane Shadows is he knows about the cows.
Yeah, because then when they make you mad, you eat them.
Well,
My God.
there you go.
So, guys, today we are talking about built versus bought.
Yep.
This can be a hot topic. People are very opinionated on it. We're not just talking about buying a car that's already built. We're talking about paying a shop to do your work, or buying other stuff. And then we're kind of getting to all the gray areas of that stuff.
There are a lot of, not a lot, a wide
Yeah.
range of ways that conversation can go.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So we're gonna try to steer it just to kind of, there's some people, there's gonna be some strong opinions. Forewarning, guys. So just kind of be prepared. We're
Nah.
just gonna kind of get into it. Oh,
We're
no.
just hanging out.
Oh
Yep.
no, this is gonna be strong.
Bing,
Bing
bong.
bong.
So
Jeff is here.
Jeff,
It's been a while.
Jeff, Arcane, Adam Project.
Yeah,
A lot of
so-
familiar faces.
The
per usual.
usuals.
Yep.
Yeah.
If anyone named Jeff wants to be a customer of ours, go ahead, because they seem to be the best type of people.
Yeah.
Jeff McGovern, Jeff Gordon.
We haven't had any bad Jeffs.
I only have
Oh, no.
a
Oh,
sample
no.
size of 2.
We
But
we have bad Jeffs. There are bad Jeffs.
well,
We have actually, I think I know 4 off the top of my head.
well,
I'm not saying
you're
names, but-
skewing the data here.
Sorry.
All right.
My bad.
Well, that Jeff pretty much just ended the podcast right there.
Yep.
I mean,
It's cool to buy a built car as long as you don't act like it.
I
All
do
right.
think, before we dive all the
You
way
guys-
in,
Hold on, can we?
Because of-
my mic is my thing picking
No, I
up
just-
properly?
no, you're
Yeah,
plenty
you're good.
loud.
Okay, no, I'm just making sure because
Yeah, you're
We,
good.
we turned you off. They can't actually hear
Yeah,
you.
we don't
That's
need
fine.
any more of you.
That's fine.
I didn't actually turn you all the way off.
I mean, that's fair.
They can hear you through our mics just fine.
I'm aware. I'm trying to remain quiet.
Anyway, Trevor, what were you saying?
SEMA, obviously.
Oh, yeah,
if you're a car
Trevor's here.
person, you know that's going on. Everyone in the chat, what was your favorite SEMA build? And everybody here.
Everybody here. All right.
I
Everybody
haven't.
here.
I will say I haven't paid enough attention.
I know.
By the way, guys, I want everyone to know here. Al is drinking ramen noodles that he added salt to. I just want to let everyone know that.
I have reasons.
I know he has.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you don't have reasons, but I
He
just
needs
want
them
everyone to know.
electrolytes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Also, on the SEMA note, if you call SEMA cars builds, you also buy built cars and pretend that you built them. I'm just starting off the heat right
the
here.
The vast majority of them, yes.
Yeah.
I'll say, yeah, that
95%.
I can say in the past there were more, but lately it's been a bunch of stuff. But it also kind of depends on what you're doing and everything. Okay, Trevor. I'm sorry. I think we have to start off the heat. Besides,
We got to answer the SEMA question.
Okay, go answer it then.
You just
Mike-
don't have one, do you?
I know.
Mike from Stanceworks, his Ferrari
Yep.
is the coolest thing. It is a Ferrari 248, I think. I don't know Ferrari numbers.
Al is fixing to be salty.
It
Yes, I'm gonna make him
is
salty.
an old Ferrari. It has a Honda K series that makes 1,000 horsepower, and it actually runs and drives. So
That's what I was
Real-
going to say. Like,
real.
if the car at SEMA is one of the 4% that drove to its spot, then it's good.
yes,
Yep.
runs and drives. Has a beautiful interior. It's like full race car, but it still has carpet, and it's just
like that.
it's done up really well. But that guy builds some sweet cars. So
I think, Ryan, you were saying it earlier that a SEMA car is cool in the very rare chance that it's someone's car afterwards.
Correct.
Because 99% after SEMA's over, they
just get
vanish.
parted
Or that
out.
it actually
Yeah.
runs.
Yeah. Or like the guy that Al, you were saying, like most of the trucks that don't have drive shafts because they just don't.
remember.
Okay.
Yep, I've seen it.
So
this is a hot take. I don't care about Rob Dom's 4-rotor RX-7. I
Oh.
really don't.
Oh,
I
really?
don't either.
That is wow. I do.
Especially after and this is I don't know Rob, whatever.
Seems like
But,
a cool guy, but
when he took it to Grid Life this year and he friggin' putzed it around the track and everyone was losing their minds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is Tim's base model Cobalt went around faster.
I
than
loved
your
it
RX-7.
until he stretched the front end 2 inches or whatever. That ruined it
It
for
looks
me.
goofy. I don't know. A
I
four
think-
rotor's cool. The power plant is neat.
Yeah.
And it is a very thorough build. I mean, it's got all sorts of
Everything.
crazy motorsports connectors, and the wiring harness is beautiful and all that. But I just don't care.
If you took Rob and removed the YouTube side of him, I think he's someone that I would get along with.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch some of his early stuff before he was a big
Well,
YouTuber.
The way I look at it is he doesn't respect limits. Very similar to how I operate.
Yeah.
And so in that aspect, like I can understand I want to do this thing and everyone says I can't, but saying you can't doesn't make sense, so I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
That
I like
part
that.
of it I like.
Yep.
I don't
So, all right, then,
necessarily care for the rest.
then what is your favorite build at SEMA then?
He probably hasn't paid attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
World Cup
Trevor?
Finals is going on this
What-
week,
what
so
Trevor-
it's,
what
The
is-
problem is you have to care about SEMA.
Okay, fair enough.
favorite SEMA build.
oh yeah, what you got?
The Taco Bell McLaren.
Ooh,
Jeez.
yeah.
You know,
That is a good
honestly,
one.
that's up there
Yep.
for the ones that I've seen.
Except for the wheels are atrocious.
It was bad.
I didn't see the wheels.
Oh, they're
but-
bad.
It has a Taco Bell wrap, and you're mad about the wheels. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the
The moral
irony.
of the story is it gets a pass.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Mine is this guy that I follow, Roey Rose, wagon,
Oh.
Mitsubishi Evo.
I forgot about
Oh
that
yeah,
thing.
that's a good Evo.
That's a really good Evo.
The Evo wagon.
The Evo wagon.
That's
Yeah.
right, Mike.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Mike knows his stuff.
Is it Evo 9 wagon? Would that be?
That was Evo 9 wagon,
Yep.
yeah. So it was super cool, and I love it. And it has like, I don't know, I've never been the person to get like real high end on, oh my God, Lambo stuff. Like, I guess stuff is not like crazy for, but I like I like the built up, hey, you can go buy these parts.
Speaking
to
of,
this.
you know.
Exactly. So that's what I like. Everyone said their favorite one. You said yours.
Mine is wide body E36. White one. Cool interior.
There it is.
Well, there we go.
All right, so now I'm getting us back on topic, guys.
Wait, one more. I gotta
What?
answer Jeff. Yes, Jeff. I really want to go to PRI. If more people from here want to go to PRI, then we're gonna go.
I'm undecided, but likely.
It just makes me. It shouldn't make me mad, but you have to pay $45 this year to go.
Yeah, I'm not going.
It's
anymore.
worth it.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
for the knowledge gain, depending on what you're trying to do.
When
but
is it again?
December 8th and 9th and 10th.
early December?
We should get an Airbnb.
I was gonna look at them this weekend. So
Anyway,
Jeff, you going?
Anyway,
yeah, no, Tyler, you are not. No, you're
Bing
done.
bong.
You're done. Okay, guys. So
This is the Tyler and Jeff hour.
the talk here today is built cars versus bought. So typically in the car community, you kind of have two camps that kind of fight each other a lot of it. It's more, I perceive it's more one side than the other. But yeah, like for instance, recently in a group I saw there was this crazy build called the Ladybug, some Ford Lightning making a ton of power, and he decided that he was going to race a Model S
name.
Plaid.
why is it called the Ladybug?
I have no idea.
That's
It's
a
red.
dumb name.
It's silly.
Oh.
And, it's weird. It's all-wheel drive. I don't know. Whatever. And it was racing a Plaid on the street. They were
Because
racing
ladybugs are all-wheel drive.
evidently. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, it's not like they got two legs just dragging.
No, you're right. I don't disagree with you. I'm
Just saying, technically.
Yeah, he's not wrong. But so he raced a Model S Plaid on the street,
Yep.
and he lost. He got the gas put on because he spun, and it was if he wouldn't have spun, he would have won. Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda. And was like,
If his car was faster, he would have won.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So this whole topic came up. They're like, it doesn't matter. The Plaid sucks because it's built, not bought. Like, what does that even mean?
Plot twist, everyone technically builds their own shit.
Yeah, or buys
Ah,
it.
yes.
Buys it.
It's an easy excuse, I
Yeah.
think.
So
Yeah.
But it's this thing that like people that anyone that says if you don't do all your work. I had a friend that was used in the Cobalt community. He and I no longer got along at this time, but he started to hate on me. We were friends at the beginning, but he started to not like me and talk crap about me because I took my car here to ZZP
Let me
and worked
guess.
on.
It's L.
No, it was not out.
No, he said a friend.
Yeah, that's
Ah,
true.
yes.
I did say a friend. Well, ex-friend. But yeah, so ever since I started taking my car to ZZP, he started to dislike me and talk crap about me and all that. Even though my car always ran and it was always consistently faster than his.
That argument has always made me so mad because,
Yeah.
especially now as I'm getting older and time is more valuable to me,
Yeah.
then if I had the money back in the day to send a car somewhere and say, hey, I want a whatever, do it. Great.
Yeah.
But the part of, like we've said before with me and Al, part of the building is the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that, I'd rather have my 10 hours to do whatever,
Right,
and
I
somebody
have-
else can.
The best way I can sum up my overall now, there's plenty of tangents that I love to get heated about within this topic, but the overall theme that I
want
feel
you,
is
we want you to get heated about it, so we'll bring them up.
oh, I will. I don't care what you prefer as long as you're not using it as a crutch to pretend you're better than someone else.
Yes.
Yes, and that is something that I have a vastly big problem
Because
with.
years ago, I saw Paul Yaw, the Injector Dynamics guy, posted a Facebook status that is sarcastic, but it was in reference to someone in the built versus bought argument, and he said, as if busting your ass to build a car is somehow more
Impressive,
manly or
yeah.
impressive than busting your ass to make money
To
then
have someone else build
buy
your car.
the stuff for your car.
Yeah.
Like it's an absurd argument.
Yeah, and that's something that I got it a lot in my, and it's kind of a personal one for me because back in my street days in Chicago, in my younger days, back in the day, I got told early on, like, it doesn't matter if there's a rich guy next to you with a brand new Z06 that spent a lot of money on it. He has a car that he wants to beat you with. And at the end of the day, that result is kind of all that matters. But I got it because I didn't at the time, I didn't have all, and even still now, I don't have all the mechanical knowledge to drop an engine, build and stuff like that. Granted, I haven't tried that much too, but what I did instead was I worked 3 jobs at a time. I was working at the zoo, I worked at PetSmart, and I worked at GameStop.
That's a perfect example of what I was just saying.
Yeah, I worked 3 jobs. I'm like, I want to be able to save to do this. I saved up $7,000 to be able to come here and get one of the first turbo packages that ZZP offered. But then I got people looking down on me. Well, you didn't build it yourself, and you didn't do this, and you didn't do that. And that's been one of
Who
that's
cares?
Yeah, that's one of,
You hustled and did the best thing that you
Yeah.
could do to get the goal that you wanted.
But yeah, like they were like, there's a lot of, I don't know if the right word is gatekeeping, but some of the people that either can't afford it or don't want it, like they're like, oh, well, you didn't build it yourself. And that-
I think gatekeeping's a good word there.
Yeah.
Just because in it probably all boils down to personal insecurities, but it again, if you don't have the time, if you don't have the skills, if you don't have the time to learn the skills, who cares?
Yeah. And I thought it was interesting, too, because you say, oh, I'd rather build and not buy it. I'm like, well, did you go out and mine the materials and stuff? Or did you buy a part and
Yeah,
install it?
that's one of the funny ones. It's like, oh, I didn't realize you had a foundry in your backyard.
Yeah. So,
Casting your own turbine housing.
yeah. So
Get outta
that's
here.
like one of the things that, like, oh, yeah, you built that yourself. And then, but then also kind of, I see the comment seeing the comment, like, tuning is something that gets a pass. Like, oh, you didn't tune it yourself, so that mean you don't build it yourself anymore? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, especially when somebody brings that argument to the table and then they don't do every single, because if you're gonna make that argument, you have to do everything.
Yeah, you got to do,
If you got to say that I am better because I built it, that means that you have to build it, you have to weld it, you don't take anything to shops, and you have to tune it yourself.
Yeah. You have to do everything yourself. But if people are like, oh, I bought this and I put it on myself. Which, and again, and to kind of go on the other side, I'm definitely not trying to talk bad about our customers that do the installs themselves. Because
Not at all.
Yeah, on a good point.
I was that person.
Yeah. I mean, and I think, Al, you can talk about it more, but it gives you a very intimate knowledge of the car and of what stuff is and of where stuff is at.
I mean, one of the main reasons that I've learned so much over the past 2 years is just doing it. Just
Yeah.
getting in the thick of it, screwing up, dropping bolts and intake manifolds.
Yep.
Like that, and that's rewarding to me. And
Yeah.
it isn't to some people. Some people get extremely frustrated working on cars.
Yeah.
And I do too. Which
Yeah.
is sometimes when it's like, here, no, just do it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I enjoy the building aspect to a degree that other people here can't even wrap their mind around
Yeah.
a lot of times.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Is that Matt Meekoff in the chat? Is that like the Matt Meekoff in the chat? Matt M?
How many people paint? Yeah.
I mean, it's a
Oh, you
common
didn't
name.
paint your own car?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, but
Oh yeah, Matt can paint.
Yeah, that's good.
He
yeah.
wins.
Yeah, Matt does win on that. But it's always a very interesting argument, that comes from that. And I see Sebastian. Yeah, I get that, but for me, I'd rather build it for my own pride that I was able to do it. And Sebastian, that's great.
That's
that's
cool.
We
I like
love
that.
But as long as you don't go looking down on the people who can't do that or something like that, that's, in my opinion, that's where the part comes in. Because I got a fight who's, oh, you didn't build it yourself, so how do you know anything? Like, what I did was I made sure to ask questions, learn everything that was on my car. So then people ask me, hey, what did you do? I'm like, oh, I did this, and this. Here's why I did that, this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So I still had an intimate knowledge of my car.
Ryan can't build a turbo manifold from scratch.
I cannot do that.
But you know what he can do? He can work an extra job and bust his ass to get the money to find a way to meet the goal that he has for the car.
Yeah. So it's yeah. By the way, guys, I just want to say, because I think it's kind of rare that Matt joins us. We have Matt Meekoff in the chat. Matt M. He's our tuner, one of our many tuners here, one of our 3 tuners here. He's great. He's awesome.
OG.
He's super talented. He's
I can tune a fish sometimes.
You can tune a fish.
Occasionally.
I'm not gonna do this with you. I'm not doing this with you.
I had a Red Bull. I'm a little spicy.
Oh, you spiced up. Well, you had a beer at lunch too, so
Whoa, degenerates.
But yeah, so the whole building ball thing, it's always a very interesting topic, because there's a lot of different facets of what is actually built and what's actually bought versus that. But then you also have your guys that don't know anything about their car.
Well, that's another tangent you can take down. What is built versus bought?
Yeah, in fact, yeah.
Because I don't have an answer.
Yeah.
It seems like the only people that have the answer to that are the people that are using it to put themselves on a pedestal.
Yes.
Built
on both sides.
Built means what I think built means, because that's what I did, and that's why I'm better than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Since I saw it say, if you buy something with a bunch of hard to find, expensive parts, buying built makes more sense. Chance of fixing someone else's headache, but there is an opportunity to save some real money, which is also another facet of it.
Yeah, that's a good point to bring up.
Yeah.
Because
Mods
we've
depreciate.
Yeah, we've had this conversation before, but if somebody took their time to put whatever on a car and it's a good base for you to leap off of, especially talk about cobalts. Somebody has a LNF that already has a Gen 3 block in it, or already has a race block in it. There's nothing wrong with purchasing that car and then doing what you want with it.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to get it cheaper than what a Gen 3 or a race block would have cost you when we had them.
Yeah. Rip.
Yep. If you're willing
I'll
to
be back.
make the gamble.
Yeah. Let's say, yeah.
Well, and that's what Matt said as well. I mean, you're also buying someone else's project.
Yeah, you're buying.
So-
And a lot of times there's a reason why they sold it, because they couldn't figure it out. I can't tell you how many times you're buying somebody else's headache. I got told that early on by my mentor. Her name is Milton. So if you're ever watching, still thinking about you, man. But yeah, sometimes when you buy a used my car, you're buying someone else's headache, unless they just wanted to get rid of it and wanted to move on to something else. For someone who wasn't big on buying the parts stuff, for instance, if I ever sold my car, the Snowball, it'd be a great deal for somebody, because it's a car that's done.
It would be a heck of a deal.
Yeah, ready to go. You take it, you drive, you beat snot, you take it to shows, you do whatever you want to with it. You can track, you can beat snot out of the car. But, and even around this table, we have different people that like to do different stuff with modding. And let me know, too, talking to you guys if it's wrong. I'll say, Trevor, I think you're an in-between, but Tyler and Al, you guys like the build journey more than the finished product. And you can actually expound on that with the Honey Badger a lot, because you and I have had this conversation quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you swapped Tyler and I, we're like a spectrum.
Yeah, we are kind of like a spectrum. Yeah,
Yeah, actually, that's pretty accurate.
yeah.
I think it's hard to explain. I think maybe Trevor can help a little bit with this, actually, because the way I operate kind of clicked for Trevor at the last half mile a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And for lack of better words, I don't really care about the racing that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but please go on.
Because I tell my kids, and I tell anyone that cares to listen, my favorite thing to do is learn.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really matter so much what it is. I like to find something that's difficult, or that I don't know much about, or I don't know how to do, and figure out how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
that's what the Honey Badger is and has been for the entire time that I've owned it. Now, yeah, I still want to do certain things when I race it, and
Because there would be no other reason to do
right.
so.
Yeah. If the end purpose is to race
right,
the
there
car.
has to be something that quantifies the effort that was put into it.
Yeah.
But that's even going onto the Sonic too. It's not even about you racing it. It's about just it went and raced. Tyler drove it. Whoever it's
Like I had zero hesitation putting Tyler in the driver's seat because the goal was I was tasked with taking that car and making it obnoxiously fast, and one of the pieces of that puzzle was weight reduction.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, he can
It's
drive.
a small boy.
Like, even if we drove with a completely identical skill level, he's going to run nearly a tenth faster.
Yeah, because it's just weight at that point.
Like, there's zero hesitation in making that choice. It's like, oh, yeah, there we go. Car goes faster.
Yeah.
And, like, I enjoyed just as much, if not more, being able to line him up in the burnout box and get him in the right spot on the track and then stand back and watch the car go down the track, watch the way the car behaves, look at things that we can change for the next run.
Yeah.
Like that, all of that is part of what I enjoy about the building process.
Yeah.
And if I wouldn't have killed so many transmissions, you wouldn't have learned how to build them.
Yeah, let's just pretend. Let's just pretend that was a pleasant memory.
I was trying to. But yeah, so for you guys out watching, and it's something, again, it's kind of a sliding scale. Like, Tyler and Al tend to really enjoy the build process of it. Like, I believe, and Tim Beek does too, because we were talking about, like, Tim Beek gets bored of a car when he has nothing else to do with it. Like,
100%.
Once it's like, and
Tim also, and he'll tell you this himself, his built versus bought preferences have gradually shifted as he's aged through, not like just physically getting older, but as his car guy age has progressed.
Yeah. Oh, Kate Darger. Kate's here. Hey, Kate. I'm just going to read it along because I kind of agree. Said you guys pretend that maintenance is the bee's knees. Maintenance sucks with 3 X's, 4 X's.
100% agree with Kate.
Yeah.
Maintenance
Trev deserves
is
major
terrible.
slaps to the back of the head for 2-week-long process to fix the 335 water pump. Calling out.
Yeah.
I agree to a degree, but also there's something satisfying about doing just those little things, and then it's just better. Because
Forced upgrades.
Disagree. I would rather pull a turbo off of my compound kit just to change a bolt than I would pull the daily driver in to change the oil.
That is so true because you have a Fit in your garage that needs a battery and it hasn't run for like 5 years. It literally just needs
2.5.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, going back to the money thing, we could have fixed Kate's BMW, paid $4,000 at BMW to do it.
Yeah.
Drove it the next day.
And it would
I
have
would
been
have been sad for a month because
you spent all that money.
You spent $4,000 on
But
it
I
for
spent
some-
2 weeks on my back, fixed it, drove it
Covered
to
in
work today,
coolant.
and I was like, guys, this car is awesome. I love it so much. Like,
I think that's the biggest thing that in looking at this in a general argument, some people miss is doing that build process brings so much like internal joy of you've tackled X and then you just work on to the next.
Correct.
And then,
it's weirdly supposed to not be fun.
and it's not usually during the process.
Yeah.
But
then at the end,
Like when we're getting ready to go to the track and Tyler's out doing test hits, and then he just doom, and just looks at me out the window.
that was exactly what
I'm
happened.
sorry. I remember that. I was there for that. And that was really fun.
That was the most perfect, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed moment ever.
So yeah, but again, this kind of goes. And also, and to our people out watching there, it all depends on what kind of modder you are, because there are different type of people that mod different things. And I'm not talking about the kind of car you like to mod and how you like to do with them, but there are different modding styles. Like,
That's
Go
a good point off of one of the comments Randy made a little bit ago. It's still on the top there.
I enjoy having a good springboard to work off of when I bought my green car.
Yeah.
So he bought a modded car, but it wasn't modded the way he would do it.
Yeah,
But he's still able to appreciate the base that he started with.
sure, absolutely. And again, like Tyler and Al, again, they like the process. They like the build process. Versus me, like I get excited. I see a part. I want to put the part on. That is, I can see the noodles in the cup. Jesus. But I see.
It had to happen.
I feel it.
It was efficient. I'll give you that.
I see a part. I want to put it on it. But then like my joy is driving it. Like I want to be like, if you consider me like the type of model, I like the finished product.
Yeah.
You know, I'm the, and even Tim B is like, dude, I don't know how you do it, but I love you for it. Like, I'm the car keeper. I'll keep a car for a bajillion years and keep it, building upon it to try to make it this, well, I think it's a cool car.
Should have kept the spark.
Oh man, that was a great daily. But see, I'm also really good about not minding the daily, so that's a difference.
But then look how many times you and Tim like berated me about getting registration and lights and stuff on the Honey
I
Badger
still
so I
want you
could
to
drive
do
it
that.
on the street, and I'm just like,
yeah,
don't care.
And that's what I've grown and learned from. Like, I love it. Like, for me, like the top level of a build is a perfectly balanced street car that looks good, sounds good, and it's really fast. Like, that for me is like the pinnacle of one. I appreciate track cars and other stuff like that, but I love street cars. That's my thing, and that's part of what it is too. And I like the finished product of it looking good. You going down the street, you cruising with your homies down the lunch on Thursday, or going out in the city to cruise down lights in Chicago or something.
and I'm not gonna pretend I don't enjoy those.
And yeah,
things.
and you can enjoy multiples of these things. I'm just saying, like, that for me is like with me and
that's
Trevor.
not what that car is.
Correct. Yes. Like, me and Trevor, we watch like some final bout stuff and see them cruise Chicago, and I'm like, that's what I want to crew with 30 MFers with all of our cool, crazy built-up cars down the street mobbing like a mofo. And that's just that's what I want to do.
That's what you like. And
Yeah.
on your point of me enjoying the build, I mean, me and Al are very similar.
Al and I.
Shut up, Dad.
Al and I
No, say it right. Say it, Al and me. Make him mad.
are similar in that aspect. Obviously, Al is building, compound turbo setups and this, and my kind of modding journey, especially in Ecotech, started a lot later, and I have learned a lot. But especially with like the Blue Cobalt build series, what I'm doing is nothing special. It's
Wheeze.
Wheeze. Where
Jesus.
I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm taking our parts that we sell to customers and I'm showing how to install them, because I know that other people need that springboard or whatever. They just need to see that someone else can do it. I'm no mechanic. I'm not. I mean, I make plenty of
I'm glad
mistakes.
bought customers exist, because that's how we have jobs.
Yeah. Well, our install bay doesn't really make us any money, but
Yeah, we technically cater to built more than bought, I think.
Yeah,
We just sell parts.
It's a good balance, but Arcane Shower kind of said it. I build because I can't afford bought, but I don't have the time to build either. So now I have crap. You don't have crap out your car's fine. But a lot of times that is what it is, in my opinion. Like, most times
That's 100% the reason I started down the path I went.
yeah. Like, I think, Al, if you just have the money laying around, if you were some guy that said, oh yeah, I want to go really freaking fast, and let's say you were a millionaire kid or something like that, you would go out buy a UGR Lambo and be going 200 miles an hour at a thing right now. Well, back then, I'm just saying, like, you.
Oh, back then, possibly.
Yeah, I'm not saying now. I'm saying, like, back then, before you knew any of that. But
I know I wouldn't have been as happy as I am now.
correct. And again, this is why the point I'm trying to make too. Like, there are different modding styles for different people who mod differently. Again, the process is built. And Trevor, I think you're kind of a direct in between with us.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of don't really like the build, and you kind of don't really like the finished art because you're never done. So you're kind of on both ends of it. So like, when something's finished, you're like, no, I'm gonna change it up a lot for whatever reason.
I think the
Cars-
transmission kind of sealed the deal for him. I'm done with this.
I've done it all. I'm done.
Yeah.
cars can never be done.
Yeah,
No,
I
they're
keep
never-
telling
they're never
myself
done.
that, but then Trevor say, hey, we should do this. And I'm like, yeah, that's an awesome idea, but it's going to cost a lot of money. Crap, now I got to save up more. Crap,
That's
all right,
one
let's
of the
go.
worst parts about working here. I don't think people realize.
Yeah.
Like, you thought you couldn't be done with your car, and then you work at ZZP. You really
really
can.
can't.
You really can.
No, and I keep trying to say, all right, that's it, I'm done with it, not doing anything more. And then Trevor comes up behind me, hey, Ryan, we should do this. What?
Well, we have so many different people in so many different avenues. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
we've got like Ross and Reed who have crazy big turbo Miatas and
CTSVs
and like
swaps.
they're big on the fab side, and you've got Trevor who's into BMWs and little Echoes and stuff like that. So it's great because you get information and ideas from all over. But if you were to ever come here and say, "Oh yeah, I built my car, it's all done, I just like driving it," yeah, it's not gonna last long.
It never does.
We will
Nope.
corrupt you.
Yeah. And again,
And then, like, every phase that my car's gone through. I'm already planning the next one before the current one is done.
Yeah.
Because they yell at me for tearing apart my car when it's running fine.
I do it all like I'm like, oh, you haven't finished with this part. Like, why did you drive the freaking car?
I can't help it.
I know. I've come back many late nights because of that.
Bo is we had an interaction earlier this week where Tyler's car.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
In an unfortunate event.
The blue car, guys.
But you were talking to Bo, and he's like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Drop the cradle
Oh
out.
my God. Perfect
And we're like,
example.
whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You tell us.
It was hard because I agreed with Bo. But as Tyler's friend, I was like, I know this isn't what he wants right now.
Yeah, and internally, I was there as well. But so, took the blue car to a track day a couple weeks ago. It worked great until it didn't. One thing led to another, and the engine had to come out of the car.
All because it got an alignment.
Yeah, we took it to Bell, and ever since.
We're joking. Don't sue us, Bell.
Yeah.
But so I was tasked with, okay, I have the blue car. We're in Michigan, so you have the winter build season.
Mm-hmm.
The blue car has
That's the
been
biggest lie ever.
Yeah, it's
build
the
season's
March
year-long.
build season because you let it sit
Yeah.
in the garage all winter.
You two. That's you two.
Yeah.
Well, you know. But so it came down to, okay, I can tow the car home, put it in the garage, drop the cradle myself. You know, I'm still on the hunt for 300 wheel on the stock
There
pulley.
it is.
So all the forced upgrade. Yeah.
Freaking
But that car is serving its purpose in being not
Crazy.
yeah, not crazy. I mean, it is basic bolt-on parts. It's something that I can work on. We can make videos on. I could
Racing
put it
Time
o-
Attack
yeah.
Unlimited.
Yeah, you know,
No.
eventually. But so it was either put it away for the winter, do it myself, and save some money, obviously, or I can have the guys pull the engine, swap out some bearings, put it back in, and be done with it.
And he's driving it today.
And I drove it home yesterday.
Yeah. So
It was in and out in a day, and that what would have taken me all winter.
if not more.
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 Yeah.
More.
It's
It would've- it
almost
would've been
worse
May.
when you're a in-betweener like we are, because you have to decide at every single
Yeah.
You have to remember,
part
it's
and
pretty much
everything,
June
like-
already.
Yeah. It's
Pretty much.
So,
Hold
super
on.
quick.
I'm gonna forget.
Okay, go for it.
It's
Go.
about to go off the
Go,
screen.
go.
So it caught my eye when Randy made the comment about being too logical to ignore the ROI. I agree with you, but the problem that I have is I place an obnoxiously high value on the satisfaction I get from the build, and that's the return that I get from the investment I make. If I looked at dollars, I would cry.
Yeah. Don't ever look. I don't even want to look at dollars. Mine was running out today. Christopher, we have a sponsorship application on our website, the tech article section. A lot of people don't read it because it's not about. We have laid out everything you need to be considered for this. 99% of people, I go to car shows and I'll get your name out there. Guys, I just want to be
If
honest.
you guys give me all this stuff, I'll support you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like guys, I just want to say we appreciate it, but realize if you have a Cobalt, everyone with a Cobalt knows this already. So you're not doing us any good favors because when Challenger Bro calls me and comes up here and says, "Hey, I heard that you guys do this. I saw a car with your stuff on it." That's actually wasting my time. So
I will
we want
note,
stand up
though,
Yes.
most people who have some degree of sponsorship by ZZP never asked for it.
That's true. It just
So
happened.
just remember
also,
that.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Uh,
would be better off sending us pictures, talking about the parts you have from us, and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Just say like, "Hey, love my car. Here's some pictures."
Yeah.
This is
That's
what
it.
I do with it.
That's
We love seeing the
that's
pictures.
literally
but-
what I did. I never asked it. Just all of a sudden, I just kind of started. I'm like, oh, okay.
So I'm going to grab Arcane
for it.
Shadows. No, don't listen to the change oil notification. It might end up telling you 10,000 miles between oil changes. Don't do that.
5,000 at the most.
See, and the comment by Kev's Crafts. The blue car videos is what are what inspired me to buy my son's broken Cobalt and bring it back to life with similar
Nice.
mods, fun
Nice.
street driver.
And that is- that's why we do it.
exactly
That's why we do it.
because I have learned from Al how much building can be fun, and I wanted to do the same thing for other people.
But see,
so
he doesn't have the same level of disease that I have, and he was able to keep a practical balance.
yes,
Yeah.
at least for now.
For now.
I don't think you guys understand.
Don't worry, you'll get there.
like I'm almost viewed as a negative one because I'm like the one that tries to keep everyone grounded about what they're realistically gonna do instead of having them daydream out of their buttholes. So
no, we'll just daydream.
yeah, they do.
Daydream.
I'm like, guys, why? What are you doing? Like, let's be realistic about what we're gonna do here. And then I do every single day. Al keeps asking Tyler, when are you gonna put nitrous? When are you gonna put a 9 billion shot on it? Stop it!
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we still need to do that.
Randy, what I was trying to say was I think you're correct. I'm just acknowledging that I have a problem, and I have no intention of fixing it.
There's that. So
Is it a problem then?
Nah.
yeah.
Nope. Not
So-
in your own head. It's not.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that,
Shane.
gee.
What's an oil change?
And I'll get to that actually. Too.
we haven't touched on that platform enough yet.
Oh no, I'm planning to talk about it. That was one of the things, but yeah, in general, I think we're all kind of. What is nice is like I really enjoy working because no one. We had a few people, and I'm not gonna name any names, but people try to look down on you for not doing everything yourself or whatever, and I find that to just be a absolutely asinine, just terrible viewpoint on it. Whether you have to build it or you have to buy it, it doesn't matter.
It took me a long time to fully understand why people didn't see it the way I did.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that is just something that comes with age.
Yeah, maturity, age, like that. But yeah, guys. So if you guys had a car,
Suck it!
Oh, you're nasty.
There's another clip.
You're nasty.
You got any paper towel over there?
Can we?
Eric?
Yeah, we got some thingies. Oh, look at that, Eric. Yeah.
We're prepped.
God dang it, Tyler. You're nasty.
You weren't such a degenerate alcoholic, you wouldn't have that problem.
Hit the two-step too hard.
But yeah, guys. So and even kind of this built versus ball thing too. We won't get on it too much, but a lot of the. Yeah. A lot of the hate, like Teslas get, like that's part of it. Granted, I feel a lot of the people are like all upset because of the government's kind of pushing EVs and stuff like that.
Electric cars have no soul. Your daily's a Kia. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. No, that's exactly it too. Like when we had our Model 3, I really enjoyed driving. I'm really sad you never got to drive that thing still. Like I think you would have enjoyed it.
No, I'm fine with it.
I'm sure. But yeah, like that's kind of the whole thing of this video, like build versus ball thing. Tesla, you can still like do suspension, do stuff to it, and do a build off. It's just a different kind of build. Are you gonna do engine work? Nope, but you have no maintenance too, which is kind of perfect for a lot of people. Our customer in there, Shane Hatfield, he said after doing both building one and buying one build, I ends up at the same. You always end up at the same point.
Yep.
Which is true.
That's a great way to word it.
You literally always end up at the same point. Now, so he had
and that final point is the part that I don't like, which is why I do what I do.
yeah. So,
If you do like that final point and you have money, just buy it. Get there. I don't have a problem with that.
yeah.
Unpopular opinion, speaking on that. I'd take the stance of coilovers and wheels are a build.
Oh yeah. So guys, here's the second.
Here
one.
A lot
go.
of people draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
And
Guys.
Yeah, you
what-
crossed my line.
Yeah. In general, to you, what is a build? Like, and also does a pin. Is that right? That's
yeah,
right.
that's a lot of rain.
That's
That,
really
that yours should
really
have
raining.
an apostrophe.
Steve, put your windows up.
Oh,
Yeah, Steve,
Oh.
put your windows up.
Yeah.
he
They're probably
did.
down.
They're probably down. Because I don't know why you roll the windows down. Does he have crank windows? In that?
I don't know.
don't know.
What is he driving today? He has 19 cars.
Yeah, Colorado.
Shut up, Mike. You bought all your stuff.
You were saying though, Ryan?
But yeah, it does depend on kind of.
golly.
That's all right. Oh, you guys probably hear that up there.
Sheesh.
A build does depend on who you're talking to. What could they consider a build? Like,
The Kia does have a soul. Dang it.
It does.
Of all the ones I could have picked.
Okay. And the new souls are actually cool.
They're cool.
I like them.
I like 'em.
I like them a lot.
I think they're pretty sweet.
The old ones, no bueno.
Yeah. Okay. But before I continue my point too, I just want to. I got to call out Bo a little bit. But when Bo brought that up to Tyler about going home, dropping his engine, doing that, Bo literally every winter drops his engine. Every winter.
Yeah.
Bo loves building so much that he keeps putting sludge boxes in his car.
Yeah.
Bo is literally like, well, you can't clean under the alternator without the engine out. So, like,
Guess I have to build it.
Yeah. Like Bo took his engine out like 2 times this year just because. So yeah, I've had it in there on the weekend and stuff like that. You can do this, you can do that, blah blah. Nah, it's done. Now it's done. But yeah, that's why I was trying to save you from doing the Bo. Like you don't need to drop that engine. It's fine. Leave it alone.
I mean, it had to get dropped.
Well,
but
you know what I mean. you doing it in the winter, blah blah. Bo, like his part of his planning and stuff yearly is him dropping his engine, changing a bolt you can't even see, and then putting the whole thing back in it.
I think the thing that pushed me over the edge was to have us fix it. Was when I had to spend an entire weekend swapping everything from the old blue to the new blue.
Yeah.
And I already had
Yeah.
the cradle out and all that. And I'm like, I'm going to have to do this at home where I don't have a lift. And then we're going to have to shimmy a cherry picker in the corner. And then the cars get in. And I'm just, okay, nope, fix it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great because now I can drive it
Yep, exactly.
for 2 more weeks and then it'll snow.
No,
Yeah.
don't say that.
I'm so ready for snow.
I'm not. But yeah, Cole, gotta go back. What counts as a build? Because some people could say you can buy a super expensive set of coilovers and wheels that cost more than some people's car. Like they could have spent a bajillion things like I got a turbo kit and this and that, and on my Mazda 3,
No,
I'm making
unless
210
you
horsepower.
grabbed a piece of rebar and wound the springs yourself, it's not a build.
So
Rebar springs. What's the spring rate on them?
Enough.
I don't think wheels and coilovers is a build. However, I think this question all depends on what is your goal with the car, because
Yes.
some people like building show cars. I think show cars are kind of silly, but that might be all you need.
I agree. I think they're absurdly silly, but I can understand the thought process because it's not that much different, really, than what I do.
yeah, it's what
Yeah.
you do, but just at a different area.
Like build, 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 build. Here, look at the thing. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
That's literally what having a show car is.
And a lot of those guys do that. They build their show car, they take it to a couple shows, and then they sell it, and then they move on to
It's
something
a
else.
yearly thing.
yeah,
which-
it's like
Is kind of neat in one aspect.
Because there's
you get to
another car
drive.
guy out there that doesn't want to build a show car. He just wants to have one in his garage and go out and look at it.
Yep.
And sometimes that's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
that was a good way of sneaking
Well,
that in. I hate
To
you
go
so much.
to a car show with a $100,000 check, just pick one out, take
Yeah.
it home.
That'd be sweet.
It would be
That's it.
kind of cool.
Yeah, but yeah, like I think it does depend on what you're doing. But like the people that are going just like to your weekly meets, yeah, I started my build on my BRZ. Well, what'd you do? Yeah, I got some wheels, some tire rack, and some lowering springs. Do I count that as a build? No, not really. Or the people like, yeah, I bought a wide body kit, and
I thought you were on the being inclusive side here. Trying to
Mostly.
say that coilovers is a build, but
Just
not
BRZ
lowering
owners
springs. I have
specifically.
limits.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has their limits. But yeah, something that when I was at a Week Fest show and they were like, "Hey guys, sorry, people wanted to, but your wide body BRZ with nothing done to it, stock seats and everything, but just wide body and wheels, it's not going to be a full, but it's not going to cut it here."
Shane brings up a good point. What if that car is a road course car?
Yeah.
Is it a build then?
No,
Yeah.
it's a race car.
Because it was made to do a thing.
No, and I agree. I think in that case it would be a build. Like for instance, I mean, a perfect example would be we'll use another BRZ. Let's use a BRZ to keep it across the board. If you want a reliable BRZ, you best keep it side. But you can make that thing
Or
handle.
put a different engine in it.
Yeah, or put a different engine in it. You can
swap.
have that thing
Or
be
Ecotech swapped.
super reliable and beat the snot out of
oh,
it.
we're back on that.
Oh no,
We
no.
are now.
Yeah.
But yeah, like if you do full suspension, like everything you need for it, wheels, tires, brakes, ducting, like all that stuff, but you didn't do any engine work.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
Yeah.
think that'd be
That's a
considered a
build.
build.
Okay, so let's say there's this one theoretical magical person that has a foundry in their backyard and literally mines the ore and creates
Like Minecraft.
like everything, builds the car from scratch.
I think you're just jealous of this guy.
And then, yes, I am actually. And then you have a guy that won the Powerball and had like a Koenigsegg 1 delivered to the drag
Ooh,
strip,
that's
and he
cool.
gets in and drives it. So, as far as I could possibly
Yeah.
make these, where does the word build start?
That's
That's a good question.
that is very good. Like where does it
Or
start?
let's be more realistic. A Copo.
Yep.
Copo
You can
Camaro.
buy-
Someone buys a Copo.
Yeah, Copo
Not
Camaro.
street legal, trailers to the track. And I understand that this answer is going to be different for every person. That's
Yeah.
why I'm asking this question.
Yeah.
So, like,
It's
at
opinion.
how much does that person have to do to their Copo before it doesn't make your eye twitch when they say they built it? I don't really have an
Ooh.
answer.
That's
tough.
that's actually a tough one too because, I mean, at the end of the day, like I guess for me, I'm a very result-y oriented person. Like that Copo Camaro's fast. I mean, he's faster than me, so whatever. It is what it is.
I would say when the car is faster than when he bought it.
Oh.
Plot twist now.
You can't use nitrous?
No.
No.
So now this person was an orphan, had nothing.
What?
Started with a $10 bill they found on their street and built it into a multi-million-dollar company. So they built their entire
they built
life,
their entire
and
life.
then now the Copo is their result.
They built their life. They didn't build the car.
They built.
Well, you see, they modified the gas pedal from up to down.
Oh, I see.
So-
yes.
Yeah, I'll say this, but
I really don't have an answer here. I'm just trying to poke this question around.
You can't look down on the guy for sure. You can't.
Right.
Because too, and then it's a sliding scale too. Because and then also it's such a muddy question, why I kind of like talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like for instance, a 9-second Hellcat is way less impressive to me personally than a 10-second Sonic. Which one's faster and which one was way smarter to build? The Hellcat. The Hellcat has Bluetooth AC.
Way smarter, yeah.
Yeah, Bluetooth AC, CarPlay, cruise control, everything else. You can drive that car from Michigan to California and be reliable with stuff.
I hate that argument of, why'd you bother building this or something faster?
Yeah.
Well, yes, there will always be. There are jet cars.
Yes.
Because I don't care about being the fastest.
Yeah. There's always
I
somebody
want
faster.
to take A and make it faster.
And I learn along the way.
Yeah. And that's
People have no idea how much Tyler and I have learned from that stupid Sonic.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. And people still hate on it sometimes.
Oh,
Most people don't, which is great.
which is
but-
super cool. Like at the track, it actually turns light. Which is
At the
pretty
track, it is
It's
almost
pretty cool.
exclusively support.
Yeah. But and that's the thing. Some people be like, "Well, you could have just done this instead."
I
And,
could have.
yeah. Anyone can go out and
But
do
I
that.
had
but
this.
And I realize my argument turns depending on who's being the dick in the conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's why.
that's
like
true.
some people will be like, "Yeah, you could have just bought something." Yeah, I could have, but we built this because it is.
The fact that we can do a whole podcast on this topic just shows you how absurd it is.
Yeah, 100%.
And how much nuance there is to every specific situation.
Just be a good person.
Yeah,
Just be nice.
don't be dirtballs, but
Yeah, don't be a dirtball.
yeah, like say the Sonic dude, not us in this case, is being a dick like, "Oh well, I built my car." And I'm like, "Yeah, congratulations, you're still slower than me like, by this." But on the other way, if the Challenger guy's being a dick, I'm like, "Dude, we're not doing it to build. We're not doing it to try to beat you and be the fastest car on the planet. You have 5-6 times our engine. Of course, you're gonna be faster."
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, what do those come with? Like a 7-liter?
You can
6'4".
spin the conversation
Yeah,
however
you
you
whatever
want.
you want. Yeah, but it's something to me that like it's just I think you kind of hit the nail on the head, Tyler. Now, like just be good. Don't be
be
dirtballs.
a nice person.
Just don't be that guy at a car show. Don't look down.
However, absolutely will not jump on the respect all builds bandwagon.
Nope.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like
okay.
that local Audi guy.
Oh, okay, guys. So I'm sorry, Audi guy, if you're
no.
listening. Your car looks like dirt.
That has to be a joke.
Yeah, no,
has
It is because he keeps adding spoilers to it.
Yeah.
Okay, like
No, but the thing about it is, dude, some people. There is some. I forgot who said it, but there have to be people with bad taste to make other cars look good. It just does. Like some people aren't in tune with like what actually looks good and everything.
yes, Jeff, we were talking about you.
Oh, LOL. But yeah, like I am also not on the respect all bills thing. I believe there are just some bad bills out there. There are some dirtball looking things out there.
I respect that if someone is doing whatever it may be, whatever route they're going on, if they are enjoying it and they're getting what they want out of the car, then all power to them. Now, your car may be ugly and dumb, but if I will respect you. I won't respect your car.
Well, here's the thing. If
Yes,
everyone
that.
shared your opinion and wanted the same car you did, that car would be so expensive you could never own one.
That too.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they like other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is person to person. That's
But like,
that's-
say someone buys a running, driving C6 Z06, and then swaps in a Crossfire V8.
Okay, my guy. Don't.
There's 2 ways this can go.
Yes.
Now, if the guy, if you see this guy and you're like, brother, why?
Yeah.
And he's just like, I was bored. I want to see if I could.
I'm like, you know what, dude?
I disagree,
But
okay.
good for you. Yeah.
But if you say, brother, why? And he's like, this is so unique and cool. No one's ever done this. I'm like,
Oh, you're one of them.
bye.
Like, actually, a perfect example of that, and we see it online, like the people that did the K24 base model C6. They did a K24.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Oh,
what? Why? I'm like,
I didn't see that.
okay.
I want to see this. Thing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
what? Because I think they actually had two cars. They had a Honda. They wanted to put an LS in the Vet. And they're
Oh,
like,
and they.
Yeah, like I absolutely
Right.
would Ecotech swap a C5 or a C4.
yeah, I'm like,
And
huh.
when someone asked me why, I'm like, I wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I
at
want
that
to
point-
LSJ swap a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't have any
Shane.
money.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty
Forget
much.
that.
That's
Hate
true.
everything.
Yes. Hate all builds equally.
So, I mean, sorry, guys. It got flagged because you guys are talking a lot. But Sebastian said, I respect the build if they love their car and genuinely learn from the dumb stuff they do.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, maybe. You know, cool. But sometimes you don't learn. I mean, look at Al. Al don't learn. But, you know, he loves this. But, yeah, you know, it's just one of those things that, like,
You know, as funny as it is, Mike makes a good point. He doesn't even respect his own build.
No, he doesn't.
wait, what did he say? What, I missed?
John's 14. I don't even respect my own build.
But the fact that it's kind of a joke is what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say also, so
And plot twist, it's actually fast.
yeah, for a lot of people that don't know here too, I am super uppity about certain car parts and wheels and all sorts of stuff, and I try to infect others around here, and it's worked for a lot of people. So, and
I'm immune.
no, you are actually, I've infected you slowly the most, which is my greatest joy.
Uh-oh.
About what?
Hey, look, nice steering wheel you got there, homeboy. You're gonna buy an NRG one, did you? Nope.
Well, I wouldn't buy an energy one.
You when I first started, you absolutely would have.
Oh.
Yeah, you would have. Could you talk about it? Say, what about this? I'm like, Tyler knows. He said, no, it's cheaper and this and that.
He would have done a stock one forever before
Yeah.
energy.
He would, man,
Yeah,
if
me
he
too.
want to go in that, but
Yeah.
I've infected Tyler and other people around here more to be uppity. But again, that's
But rep
just-
wheels are still okay.
No, they're not. Don't you ever talk to me again.
There's the final results of the poll. How do you feel about buying a built car?
Where's the 1%?
It never has the last
Yeah.
percent.
Wait, what? Whoa, what?
Yep.
Yep.
Sorry, YouTube, you're broken.
What? That numbers aren't supposed to be wrong like that.
They always are. It's always
What?
at 99%. I don't
That
know
doesn't
why.
make any sense. But yeah, that is yeah, it's
yes,
cool.
JPL C6ZR1. Chef's kiss.
Chef kiss. I'm on a Target Top craze, but everyone here knows I'm a C6 and up fanboy. Everything below that is meh.
They're okay.
No, don't you ever. But
I'm just not even going to engage.
yeah, don't you stay out of this. Actually, you know what? We do kind of have. No, okay, no, we have two of one that one of another one. Let's say you both
We're,
like.
we're in order. C6, C5. I'm between C5 and C4 and C4.
No. You're both C4.
I like C5s too. They're pretty close.
I don't really
flip-flop.
like C5s. They're just more cost effective than a C6.
That's why I
Yep.
like them more than C6s, because it's more reasonable that I might eventually be able to afford one.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is,
And lower roof line, so
Yeah,
it's better, obviously.
nope. C6 is C7 and C8 the world. Don't make me fight you guys.
Anyways,
But yeah, wait, whoa, what? Jeff McGovern. Jeff, do not make C8 is not a real Corvette. It
I
is
agree
the most.
with Jeff.
You are wrong too.
Jeff, you're promoted.
Oh.
No, Jeff, you're fired.
You're getting a raise.
The C8 isn't a real Corvette. What do you mean?
so rear engine is not
Now,
a real build.
see, funny you say that, Shane, because I have always loved
Yeah.
third gens.
Shane knows what he's doing. He knows about your thing.
But the reputation that goes along with them has always just pushed me away. And then about 6 months ago, it dawned on me that the C4 is what I was looking for this entire time.
Yep.
It has those lines that I like.
You get a yellow one because you're a disappointment.
I mean,
They are the worst
yeah.
flavor.
No, they're good.
Jeff, I know you do. Actually, we have another guy here, Shane Hatfield, and I think he'll disagree that the C8 is a very real Corvette. The C8 is absolutely a real Corvette. It is factually the reason that they want to make the Corvette main engine anyway.
Ryan likes the C8 because it looks like a Gundam.
The 06 looks like a Gundam. Heck yeah.
And that's why you like the last gen Type R.
Yep.
Yep. The FK8 looks sweet. It looks
Oh,
like a
how the
Gundam.
turntables.
Yeah, Mike, C5 fixed roof coupe.
Yep.
So
Sportback.
good. It's the lightest. Mike Alfieri,
same-
LSJ
C-
swap,
C06 is
S10
amazing.
Extreme.
Pretty much
Yes.
anything with an LSJ swap would be cool. We
pretty
can all
much.
just agree on that.
Yeah.
Mike,
just a
actually,
thing.
we have a customer that Al and I deal with. A super nice guy that has that. A turbo one, right, Al?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he
LSJ
has
swapped S10?
Yeah, LSJ swap S10. It's really done, really clean build, really nice. Because remember, they came with the 2.2, and it's kind of like supposedly not a crazy hard swap to do.
Well, they came with not the Ecotech 2.2.
Yeah, not the Ecotech, but it came with a 4-cylinder 2.2. So
Similar enough layout that you can make it fit pretty easily.
yeah,
One of my old
William something. I can't remember his last name off the top of my head.
One of my old Saturn buddies from the S series days has a LSJ swapped turbo S10. That's dope.
So if you guys here and in the chat answer this too, had a turbo LSJ, you could put in any chassis. What would it be? First car that comes to mind.
Oh heck.
RX-8.
Oh, no. RX-8.
RX-8.
That's a good one to put one in.
Yep.
Can I?
FCRX7.
Someone already did.
Nope.
Didn't one of our customers do that already?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was here at Dino Day.
We know it works.
Remember the guy, the FC? With
Chris Bruce.
yeah, Chris Bruce said he literally did that.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's all right.
It didn't make any power though.
No, it made like
It
what?
had a little tiny turbo on it. Ooh, 1970 Ford F250. That's a lot of weight to haul around, but
Honestly, I can't think of a car I would put LSJ in because I'm one of those weird people that kind of like synonymously puts the engine with the car a lot.
You could have just stopped at weird people.
I mean, there's no denying that.
Oh,
But,
that Datsun is so
ooh.
cool.
yeah.
Okay, that's it.
I
Jordan-
could see you with something old.
Yeah, something
With
like
an Ecotech in
that
it.
Datsun 5. There's a local. Remember that Grid Life?
Jordan Connor, yeah, he had a
with the
2.4
he had a
Ecotech.
the 2.4 in that Datsun, and that was cool.
Yeah.
I would put LSJ in that one because I think if you put LSJ in, it would win perfect.
Like I was trying to think of something kind of wild because like budget wasn't
Fiero,
part
really?
of that question, but honestly, I just keep coming back to the C4.
Yeah, we all got sub $5,000.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Okay, here's one of the things about the C4 LSJ idea that just kind of sticks in the back of my head.
I just want to say for everyone in the chat, I absolutely abhor C4s. I think it is one of the worst shit boxes ever. I don't have a thing, but
yeah, that's probably why I like it so much.
yeah, probably you and your third gen Camaros. Ugh.
But I see that as potentially being a car that
Oh, a lot of SC2.
maybe
People love the old S series.
if the planets aligned,
Yes,
I
Jeff,
wouldn't
that's true.
mess with it.
MR2.
Yeah.
Just
MR2
do
LSJ?
like a 350 400 horse turbo LSJ
Cody,
build. It's a low, sleek car. Put it on bags.
Yep.
And I could actually road trip it, and
Shane.
it probably would get like 30, 35
It-
miles a
it'd probably
gallon
do
because of
pretty
the
solid.
aerodynamics.
Actually, I did change my answer. I do.
8.6 would be sweet.
Shane said a tofu shop 8 like a A86 a Hachi would be sweet. I changed my answer. I think a perfect LSJ swap car would be the IS300
Ooh.
because
Because you
cool.
can profit from the 2J.
well, not so much. I would keep 2J in the garage, or because one of my dream builds is the 1J IS300. That's one of my dream builds one day. But I love like Japanese styling and the body kits and the arrow and the wing.
No
and the
way,
IS300.
really?
Yeah, I know, right? And the Altezza has all that stuff. We can put an LSJ in it, so then we can make it sound good and put a big old honk turbo on it and do drifty sideways drift boy stuff too.
That would be fun.
I think that'd be freaking sweet.
Sebastian Morrison, I'm glad to see another S series guy here. LSJ swapped SW2.
Oh, yep.
It's like a worse Cobalt.
No,
You're downgrading.
You get a 95, 96, so it has
Yes,
the second gen
Kate.
interior, the boxy
Amazing.
exterior. Put an LSJ in it.
LSJ Echo. Okay.
What about a
Ooh.
Chevy Venture?
What is that?
No. Everyone ignore out.
The 3800 swapped Venture was more fitting. LSJ is a sportier engine.
True.
Sport. it's for sporting cars.
Sporting cars.
I need better friends.
Well, it's 5. So
Yep.
Is it? Wow, that went by fast.
I liked
What-
the end tangent there.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. What y'all doing this weekend?
It's right there. I'm eating Starburst.
Working on a daily.
We got to get the element for some Gymkhana.
Well, that's what I'm
Ready.
going to be working on tomorrow,
Yeah.
actually. Getting her winter prepped for some Gymkhana.
Connor, yes, he's a friend of the shop. Paul Clark is his name.
Yep.
I've been to many shows with him. Known Paul for a long time. Randy knows him too.
I'm doing a disc golf bonanza.
What Bonanza?
Aztec.
Bonanza.
Yep, that's it.
Where's
Stop.
this Bonanza?
Combo
at?
over.
3
Stop.
disc golf courses in one day.
Ooh,
That
okay, all right.
qualifies it as a bonanza.
All right.
Let me know if you want to come.
Yeah, if we're not going to Detroit, I will probably join. But we might be going to Detroit, visit Erica's family, and then stop by Grand Blanc and see my mom and grandma. Oh yeah, Mike, I need to get those tires if I'm coming that way. I completely forgot. that I
Also
bought
picking
those.
up car parts.
Always.
It's your stupid tire.
Hey, I got a great deal. I bought a set of 245 40 17 Continental Extreme Contact Force, which is their new 200 treadwear.
Yep.
This dude used them for one track day. Sold them for $100.
What,
He
hit
hated
a-
him
hit
that
a
bad?
Spike strip.
He hated him that bad that he gave him away to you?
No, he's just a rich dude with a shop and swapping around
Tyler,
tires
he hates
and
those
stuff.
tires and wants to give you a bad experience.
All
don't
four got
care.
nails.
I love driving on Federals. Continentals can't be any
Yep.
worse.
That's
Federal,
true.
if you want to
Fair.
sponsor us, we're
Federal,
still
please
here.
sponsor
We're still
us.
here.
That's, oh my God. That's,
Ryan, what are you doing this weekend?
Dude, my life is in shambles. I haven't played D&D in 2 weeks. I'm going crazy. Last week, my Sunday was terrible. 'cause I
That's
couldn't
the
play.
worst thing in his
It's
life.
my worst
It's
thing.
all
in my life.
falling apart.
My whole life is falling apart. Isaiah has his 3-year-old picks tomorrow, so they'll be getting up early to do that. I don't have any good games to play right now because all my friends are like out doing adult stuff right now. Maybe build model kits. I don't know. Like usually I look forward to the weekends. Now I don't have anything to look forward to. No D&D for another
up,
week or
Randy.
two. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, Randy, I agree. Freddles are gross. I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Maybe I'll go outside and touch grass. I don't know. Maybe I'll drive around with a snowball for a
The
bit.
grass is dead. It's winter.
No, it's like 70 today.
It's
It
pretty.
is.
It's basically June.
I mean, yeah. It's basically-
Yesterday it was June.
Yeah. It is 62 right now.
Yeah,
so, I
an
mean,
old
it's-
Opel LSJ.
Yeah. Why don't you go take snow for a
Ooh.
drive?
I don't know. Like, I don't. Okay.
It's the whole reason we built the car.
No, and I have taken it for that. However, cruising around Michigan is not the same as cruising. I'm uppity about it. Cruising around Chicago is way fun. There's
Go to
no-
Chicago.
I mean, that's a lot of driving.
It's only money.
Just go get lost
It proves
somewhere.
he really just likes the build process.
Yep.
No.
Aha.
We got
Not
him.
even close. No. I wanted.
You can cruise to Chicago next weekend. Come watch my meet.
Oh yeah.
All right, Eric, you want to let us know what you're doing this weekend? We'll close it out.
I'm not doing shit.
There you go.
Fair.
See what happens.
Nice.
Best kind of weekend.
Yep.
Right there.
Sebastian, I do have to do the fence. So don't get me started on that whole dang fence, man. Like that's
Here
been
we go.
That's been a debacle.
Cut the.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Time to cut the stream.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Kill it.
Have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys.
Peace. Pretty good. Pretty easy.